thin lips. Ooh, I want you to tell me that you need feedback, feedback. Tell me how low the performance was on the react. Baby boy, better boot up the podcast. I wanna hear an hour of straight trash. I wanna hear you beg for your money, baby. I wanna see a Hail Mary from one of your dummies, baby. Keep the ball rolling. We all know you need that 6-star McFoley. Shaking 'cause he got no play. He got ghosted by 1 minute man. Baby boy, better boot up them podcasts. I wanna hear an hour of straight trash. I wanna hear you beg for your money, baby. I wanna see a Hail Mary from one of your dummies, baby. Oh yeah. Oh, oh. I need you to give me the news. No real world experience, but tell me your views. Too much on your plate, RPG overload. But I don't fall out for the baby boy, better boot up that podcast. I wanna hear an hour of straight trash. I wanna hear you beg for your money, baby. I wanna see a Hail Mary from one of your dummies, baby.
Tip it if you want them. Reward. Gonna glasses, we gon' flaunt them. Reward. Don't them wanna see your best. Reward. Which one is the very best? We need to reach them goals. Rewards. Pay bill, me need thing for me home. Rewards. Me know I'm up it, me no do stunt. Rewards. But for me money, me do what you want. Rewards. Tip me if you want them. Gonna glasses, we gon' flaunt them. Rewards. Don't them wanna see a vest. Rewards. Which one is the very best?
time, one more time.
Tip me if you want them. Rewards. Gonna glasses, we gon' flaunt them. Rewards. Don't them wanna see your best. Rewards. Which one is the very best? To reach them goals. Rewards. Pay bill, me need thing for me home. Rewards. Me know I'm up it, me no do stunt. Rewards. But for me money, me do what you want. Rewards. Tip me if you want them. Gonna glasses, we gon' flaunt them.
There we go.
Rewards. Don't them wanna see our vest. Rewards. Which one is the very best?
Don't mind me, I'm pretty stupid. What's up, everybody? What is blooming, ya? It is your boy Shinko Fleur, and welcome back to the Glaze State, where we load up the Level 1 podcast and watch Phil, DSP, Philip Paul Burnell, a.k.a. Ferrari P50, do the same thing over and over again. All right, hold on. You can't hear me? Hold on. Can't hear me. Let me load up. How about now? Am I good now? Still too low? Hold on. You hear me? Here we go. No, let me stop. Alright, so, we're going to watch this guy. So today, we're going to watch something a little special. It's not really special. It's just different from what we usually do. I'm not watching a pre-stream. I am definitely not going to go over the react. Because the reason why I am not going over the react is because every time he does something, he does a recap to that thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and just watch the recap. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be watching the recap, okay? So let me load up the video. The video, yeah? The content. And we shall be on the way, no? Alright, it looks like I have it here. Okay, and let me load it up. Let's see here. Alright, can't hear nothing.
Here and welcome to DSP Reacts for my recap and reactions video regarding the Xbox Games Showcase for 2024. Also, the Black Ops 6 Showcase, which they did directly after the Xbox Game Showcase. So I have a few interesting things to mention before we even start talking about.
Whoa. Before we even get started, here I go fucking up. Not doing the thing that we do every time before we even fucking start, and that's say what's up to everybody. So, because that's just what we do here. So, what's up, Track the Goose, Botch, JDX, Alive and Well, Israel, Mac Uno, what's up, Roach Bay, Iroquois Pliskin, Psycho Spider 1, what's up, Juan Fran, Jack Skellington, Sheer King, Michael Krenikowski, Ice Yamamoto, what's up, baby, how we doing? Dead Schooled, I see you, Hamlet on God, Into the Abyss, Bad Girl J, I see you, Chalky Milk, J Wuso 989, Vicious, Cute Rabbit, Lil Venice, RS Nerd 008, what's up, baby, how we doing? All right, so we're gonna sit here. Let's see. I think that who did I forget? Let me see. Make sure I ain't forget about it. What's up, Sheer King? Just in case, because I feel like Botch. What's up, baby? How we doing? Want to make sure I got I want to make sure I got everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. Feel me? So we go ahead. I'm just want to restart.
Hello, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to DSP Reacts
Steve guy,
for
what's
my
up, baby?
recap
doing,
and
baby?
reactions video regarding the Xbox Games Showcase for 2024. Also, the Black Ops 6 showcase, which they did directly after the Xbox Game Showcase. So I have a few interesting things to mention before we even start talking about games and things that happened during the showcase. First off, they broadcast at 4K and 60 frames. Unlike the Summer Game Fest, which also did that, this one actually took advantage of it. And I want to give them credit there. When you're showcasing games at a better frame rate, at a better resolution to start, it's going to make people be more excited.
I mean, but what it's like, again, I don't, it's just, what's going to make people excited? Like, because these things have pretty visuals?
And I do feel like they did a good job in that regard of showing off visually how some of these games are going to look. Summer Game Fest, everything ran at like 20 to 30 frames and nothing looked good. So I don't know what happened there. I watched the official broadcast for both, and this one just looked lots better. So I do recommend, if you end up watching the Xbox Game Showcase for yourself, the Xbox channel on YouTube has it in full 4K 60 frames. That's definitely the version you should watch, because you'll get better visuals, and I really enjoyed the better visuals that they had in that version, okay? Now, first off, also, it was...
He got the paper ready. You heard it? I heard it, right? You guys heard it, right? You guys heard the little whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. He got the notes out. You know, he took his little notes. He's gonna, you know, show you guys what he thought of the games. You know, the things that were important to him, that he had to jot them down. Oh, yeah.
It's rumored that the Xbox Showcase was going to be about 2 hours long, and they were going to show a ton of games, like more than 30 games. And then there was going to be an additional half hour for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Well, that was a lot.
What's up, Bahia 60?
The actual Xbox Game Showcase was barely 90 minutes, okay? And the Call of Duty portion was about 20 minutes. So all in all, you can watch the entirety of the Raw broadcast, about an hour and 40 to 45 minutes. You can watch my live react to it on this channel. It should be live shortly, or, you know, give it a little bit to process, but I'm going to actually have it uploaded right after this. So definitely be on the lookout for that if you want to see me live react, okay? Now, one other thing, which I will mention at the end of my recap reactions, there was absolutely a running theme throughout this show that everyone in my chat was talking about and groaning about, and I was like, I'm not even going to say anything, right? And I literally didn't, but I'm not going to say anything, all right?
That's a lie. That's an absolute lie. I'm just going to let you guys
talk about it over the stream, okay? And I will talk about it in the recap reactions, and I know you guys are going to probably bring it up, all right? We'll bring it up again. Okay, let's get
women.
started.
They had all the women. All the Whamen. All the Whamen there. I never seen so many uteruses in one showcase. Oh my god.
So the first thing that they showed off was
I can smell the menstruation through the screen. The Whamen.
Black Ops 6. You're like, wait, what? Why are they showing off Black Ops 6? I thought it gets its own event at the end. Well, I think they actually believed
Izzy, what's up, baby?
No one was
going to
watch till the end, or a lot of people were going to dip once the Black Ops part started. So they actually put a big trailer for Black Ops 6 at the beginning of the show. Yes, it's true. It's following along the plot lines of the previous Black Ops games, notably Black Ops 2. But I'll talk way more in detail about that at the end of the show, because I did watch the Black Ops, and we're going to talk about that, the Black Ops segment. Okay? Then, Phil Spencer on screen, welcoming everyone. Literally, they did not mention whatsoever anything about any of the horrible press that they have been getting in the last several months.
Why would they do that? Why? It's a showcase where they're showcasing the products for. Why? Like, why sit there, guys? We fucked up, and like, you know, it's like.
Yes, thank you for the $2 super chat, honey. He only mentioned women's color when they're not white. Exactly, honey. You know, when they're a little bit stationary, he gets a little active. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Now, Phil, like, again, imagine sitting there, right? And you're trying to showcase your new games, right? I mean, see, the thing is, it's weird explaining this to you because you actually do this shit. So, imagine. It sounds stupid because this is exactly what Phil does. Imagine you're trying to showcase the new products that you're trying to sell to your consumer base, and you start the presentation with how bad your company has been doing. Like, it's supposed to sound stupid to Phil, but the thing is, even if Phil was in front of me and I told him this shit, he wouldn't get it because he actually does this shit. Like he does this. Like when he's talking about the schedule, when he's talking about the games, you know, in his bags, he has to talk about how bad the support was when in the previous streams, or in the streams regarding that particular game where, you know, the streams are slow. So like, God damn, I can't even talk to him because he does this shit. So he thinks that this is the normal thing to do.
Merger in regards to laying off entire game studios that they owned, nothing mentioned whatsoever. Which I honestly think is stupid. I think that they want to man up and be like, sorry, this is happening, it's part of the business, but we're committing or whatever. Nothing. Just as if it never happened, right? We're not...
Okay, but how about this? Because, again, you do this. So instead of actually sitting there and giving a bunch of lip service about all the horrible thing they've been doing, how about they showcase the fact that they've been doing their jobs and they're creating good games? I mean, am I wrong here? Instead of having Phil Spencer sit there and give me a TED Talk about, you know, everything that's been going on and how they're doing to improve it, how they're learning from their mistakes, instead of just doing all that, just give me the game. Give me the cool games. Let that translate into the products that you are selling to me. But again, it's foreign to you because you don't put in effort. You don't actually try to learn from your mistakes. You don't actually try to create anything for your audience. So all you know is lip service.
Supposed to know about that. We're all dumb and ignorant. And we didn't know that they just got rid of Tango Gameworks and all these other studios, right? Okay.
Exactly.
You say.
Chalky Milk says they're there to showcase their new products, not discuss their issues. Exactly. That's why it's there to show the games. And again, I think it would be a much better message. It would be a much better message to just show these great games that they've made instead of sitting there talking about what they're doing to make the company better. You can see that it shows in the games.
Mr. Spencer.
Ooh, what's that? What's that?
So,
what was that?
The first game they actually showed.
What was that little slim, skinny can?
Okay, well, actually what they did say, and this is what Phil Spencer was there for, he says, from now on, Call of Duty, now that we own it, will now be simultaneously the exact same version, same features, and same everything on the same exact day across platforms. What he's referencing is that Call of Duty has had timed exclusivity deals, both with PlayStation and Microsoft over the years. Oh, you own it on this console, and you'll get the beta early. You own it on this console, you'll get exclusive maps. You own it on this console, you'll get this, you'll get that. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. In this case, he's saying no more of that. We just want it to be equal across the board, no matter what. Okay? And it was announced, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 will be coming out October 25th on Game Pass. Okay, that's the launch day. Okay, and yes, it is officially on Game Pass. The first game that they really showed was Doom: The Dark Ages. Okay? Now, I've already kind of told you guys my thoughts about this game. Let me recap. When Doom 20...
So again, we're watching this, I'm watching this because I don't want to watch the other shit. I saw a couple of glimpses and I noped out. So I'm trying to get the information here. But me as a fan, number one, if I had to come to your channel to consume this content, I would have to choose between this or the actual showcase. Because what's the point of wasting my time watching two videos that contain the same content?
16 came out. I loved it. And the reason I loved it is because it was an homage to the classic Doom games, but it added new elements like the platforming and the more visceral systems of, build up your armor, build up the health packs, build up the rage mode, do all that. And I liked that. It added some variety to the gameplay. It didn't just feel like old Doom. It modernized it a bit, but it definitely respected old Doom. The style of the game felt like you were playing an old Doom game. There were hidden rooms that actually had old Doom graphics in them, and they were the Easter eggs of the game. And the plot as well was in line with old Doom, with like sci-fi horror. Really liked Doom 2016. Was excited for what the franchise was going to do next. And then Doom Eternal came out. And I didn't like Doom Eternal. And everyone knows that. I've said it over the years. What were my reasons? Well, Doom Eternal took the idea of a one-man army against all odds saving humanity from this alien invasion from hell and turned it into this weird sci-fi out there plot. There's angel aliens and demon aliens.
I'm sorry. Let's go back a little bit. I'm sorry. Let's just hold on, because something just didn't. I'm not understanding what he's saying. So say 623. Let's go back to like what 610. Go back to 610. Thank you. 610.
Systems of, build up your armor, build up the health packs, build up the rage mode, do all that.
There we go.
And I liked that. It added some variety to the gameplay. It didn't just feel like old Doom. It modernized it a bit, but it definitely respected old Doom. The style of the game felt like you were playing an old Doom game. There were hidden rooms that actually had old Doom graphics in them, and they were the Easter eggs of the game.
Okay, so he likes Doom 2016 because it reminds him of the nostalgia of the old Doom. So remember, this is the guy that always wants innovation, but he likes his game because it reminds him of the old game.
Plot as well was in line with old Doom, with like sci-fi horror. Really liked Doom 2016.
Sci-fi horror. Sci-fi horror.
16 was excited for what the franchise was going to do next. And then Doom Eternal came out. And I didn't like Doom Eternal. And everyone knows that. I've said it over the years. What were my reasons? Well, Doom Eternal took the idea of a one-man army against all odds saving humanity from this alien invasion from
Sci-fi horror. Doom, which is about this one-man army which is saving humanity from an alien invasion from hell. Remember that.
Hell. And turned it into this weird sci-fi out there plot.
So remember, sci-fi horror. Doom was about a one-man army saving humanity from the alien demons from hell. And they took that and they took it into some sci-fi alien weird.
There's angel aliens and
angel aliens.
Demon aliens.
Demon aliens. So again, let's recap. Let's recap. No, let's recap. Let's not stray. Let's stay on his train of thought. So what he liked about Doom was that, like, Doom 2016 was that it had like this, it had the nice sci-fi horror elements. And it was about this one-man army which was saving humanity from alien demons from hell. Right? Now, the next Doom after that, he didn't like it because it took that and it changed it into something of sci-fi with alien angels and with alien demons.
And the Doomslayer actually was a hero before the events of Doom, but no one knew it. And now, he's a space fucking god or something.
Again, sci-fi horror one-man army saving humanity from alien demons from hell. And he's upset because they turned it into a sci-fi game which has alien demons and alien angels. And that this one-man army, who for several games has been tackling hordes and hordes of demons. Turns out because he's
Yes, thank you for the $2 super chat. Doom Eternal happens after the original Doom games.
Because he's a space god.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I want to know what the fuck you're talking about, because you're telling me that you like the game for a specific reason, but you didn't like the next game for the same specific reason.
The whole idea of Doom is that there is a guy who is so resilient, okay, that he will not be defeated by insurmountable odds. Against all odds, he's scraping and clawing for ammo and weapons, and he's just blowing away all the monsters. He's supposed to be the ultimate silent protagonist badass. That's the idea of the Doom Slayer.
That's what he wasn't. That's what? I mean, like, to his point, like, that's you get that in the games.
Or the Doom Marine, which is really what he used to be called, or Doom Guy, right? That's the whole idea. And what they did is they decided to completely transform it into this weird-ass plot that I hated.
So you didn't understand the plot. That's what it is. You had to focus on the plot. That's what it is.
In addition to that, they took the gameplay of Doom and literally removed it from Doom. Now,
what? I've seen Doom gameplay. It's pretty much the same for every entry.
Now Doom Eternal is more this visceral, non-stop, never taking a break. Roll over here, kill these enemies, charge up this element, so you can go over here, kill these enemies, charge up the other one, use the rage mode, do this, you got your health back, now you can try to get your armor pieces back, then you got, it's this kind of endless cycle.
Okay, again, let's reiterate. So he liked the fact that this was a game where you were like a one-man army, you're fighting and you're clawing your way through enemies, and you're scraping for ammo and surviving against all odds. And what they did was they removed that, and now you gotta go ahead and fight insurmountable enemies, scrape for ammo against insurmountable odds. So once again, he's reiterating, he hates the game because for the same reason that he likes the other game. So let's not stray too far here. He hates this specific game for the same reason that he likes the other game. I just want to highlight the mental illness of it all. Amar Vance, what's up, baby?
Of combat with no breaks and no intelligence to it. I hate to say, like, that's all it is. It's nonstop adrenaline action. And
again, let's reiterate what Phil said about the game that he did like. You're a one-man army fighting against hordes and hordes of enemies. You have to scrape for ammo. Scrape for ammo. It's insurmountable odds. You're doing the same thing.
I get it, but that's not what Doom was always about, ever. Like, if you look at the Doom games and where they came from, that wasn't the spirit of Doom.
Oh my God, what's the spirit? Like, my mans, who's keeping the spirit? The people who had the spirit of Doom back in those days probably don't even fucking work there anymore.
You were always searching for cool secrets and hidden areas and all kinds of stuff. And
it's always with the melodrama with this dude.
All lost when all it is a zillion enemies tossed at you at once. Kill everything, kill everything, kill everything, kill everything, kill everything, kill everything. You lost the spirit of what Doom was. And that's why I didn't like Doom Eternal, okay? Not that it was a bad game. It certainly wasn't. I just didn't like it. It's like you evolved it to be for a different audience. I get it. But what happened to the people who grew up in the 90s playing Doom? Like, I had much more fun playing Doom 2 than I did playing Doom Eternal. I played them like back to back, and Doom 2 was a better experience to me. Okay? So now when you say, Doom the Dark Ages coming out in 2025. So this is the prequel story when the Doomslayer was a hero in space before he became the Space Marine, and he's flying through with superpowers, and he's fucking got medieval weapons, and he's got a fucking cape and armor on, so he looks like a knight, and all his enemies have fucking medieval armor on. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, really. You could have made this game and not have it be Doom, and it still would have been good.
Again. So let's reiterate here. I'm not leaving this shit. He's complaining about this shit, but he's saying that the Doom entries that he did like was about this person who was fighting alien demons from hell. Alien demons from hell. And he's upset that you have, in the game where you have the technological and the spiritual, you have a medieval guy in space. Like, my thing is, I'm trying to find the there's like, not even like I'm trying to find his point. There is no point here. He's bitching about the game because it has the same qualities about the game that he fucking praises. Now, the thing is, the chat is telling me, Sunspike Gallery, what's up, baby? Flaming Blitz, what's up, baby? Remel Dari, I see you. Snake Pilskin, what's up? Resonance, I see you, baby. Richard Williams, what's up? My thing is, get to the, like the chat is telling me that, like, it's because you played Doom 2 as a cover shooter. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Why do you have to make this Doom? So
I have to look this up now.
Now what you've done is you've killed all of our hopes.
You know what? Because he said medieval setting. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me switch it up. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, Muscle Mommy Cat gotta go. Sorry. We're switching it up. We're switching it up. Hold on. We gotta switch just to piss him off. Just to piss him off. There we go. Here we go. Medieval setting. There we go. Let's continue. Let's continue. Medieval setting.
That you'll ever make a classic style FPS ever again, because you took the classic FPS and you turned it into something bastardized for your own purposes. There's nothing wrong with the game. It could be a great game, but why does it have to be fucking Doom? And why do you have to do this? Like, this is not... I don't want to even believe this is the canon story now for Doom. You fucked it up.
How? It's the same thing!
So, I look at this and I'm like, I have absolutely no interest in this game. I'm looking at it, I'm like, dude, I don't think I'm going to play it. It doesn't look like... None of the gameplay looks like anything that would be Doom. It's just exactly...
Bro, the man has the shotgun. He's scrolling around. He's shooting down fucking demons. He's ripping them to shreds. It's fucking Doom. Toxic Terry Juice, Stephen Hawking, what's up, baby? Gribbus, what's up? J&J 462.
What you saw in Doom Eternal, but now even bigger, because now you got melee weapons and you got crazy shit. Like, I just like, what the fuck, dude? I don't get it, all right? I just don't. And if you like it, that's fine. I'm not going to hate on the game, because the game mechanics look sound and fine, but that's just not my style of game.
It's the same thing. It's the same, like, again, I'm highlighting the mental illness of it all. It's the same game. It's literally the same game. What's up, Toxic Jared? What's up, baby?
I didn't like Doom Eternal. If this game is just Doom Eternal even pushed further in that direction, then I'm probably skipping it. I'm just being honest. And it sucks because I love Doom. And how much you want to bet this would look amazing in my setup, too, now that I've got everything running at high frame rate and everything. But I just don't really care about this, you know? Now...
Like, that shit look bad. That shit look crazy to me. What's up, Bandits Back? How we doing? Grandma Scream Pop, what's up, baby? Like, my thing is, like, I saw that shit was hype, bro. That shit was 100% hype. Like, you got the fucking Captain America chainsaw shield and shit. My shit was for me. The thing that got me bricked up was that fucking shotgun shit where you just... You put the skulls of your enemies in the fucking shotgun and it just shoots chunks and shit. Like, bro, yo, that's raw, bro. Like, you grabbing the skulls of your enemies and you just put them in the fucking grinder gun and it's just shooting the fragments out. That's nuts. I thought that shit was nuts. I think I might...
Lady Chris,
I might fuck with that game just for that alone, bro.
Says, what about Far Cry Blood Dragon, which did kind of the same thing? That was a what-if spin-off scenario that didn't affect the main games. Far Cry continued as Far Cry, and it was just a one-off random spin-off that was weird. In this case, you've taken the franchise and pushed the whole thing in that direction. There's no more regular Doom anymore. That's what I'm upset about. Like, when Doom 2016 came out, we were like, wow, Doom can exist in the modern era. This is a great way to do it. And then Doom Eternal comes out, you're like, you've lost what Doom is. This isn't even Doom anymore. And now it's even further that bad. So it's like, God, you know? So, listen, if it's your cup of tea and you like it, great. It is Game Pass, by the way. Maybe I would give it a shot just because it's Game Pass. But, dude, I'm probably not going to like it. I'm just being honest. You know, I wanted Doom, and this is not Doom anymore. This is their weirdo modern interpretation of what Doom should be, and it's nothing like...
I'm sorry. This is so pathetic to me.
What the spirit of the game originally was. Anyway, comes out in 2025. No date yet. State of Decay 3. They show a trailer, and the trailer is 3 women, all right, basically trying to survive with all these zombies coming after them, and this guy tries to save them and gets murdered by the zombies, so they grab a little dinosaur trinket off of him, and they save it, and then the women escape, and they show, like, this memorial wall later, and they put his thing up there, and that's, like, it, right? And what's funny about this is, watching, I'm like,
Muscle Mommy.
What does this have to do with...
Oh, no, I fucked up. See, this is what I get. This is what I get for fucking up. See? Look at that. I was so hyped for the Muscle Mommy. I just, like, fucking fucked up everything. Here we go. Let's go back. This is what I get.
Hello, everyone. Phil here.
Fuck you, Phil.
Anything that would be Doom. It's just exactly what date yet.
All right, there we go.
State of Decay 3. They show a trailer, and the trailer is 3 women, all right, basically trying to survive with all these zombies coming after them. And this guy tries to save them and gets murdered by the zombies. So they
Where's the
grab a
muscle
little
mommy?
dinosaur trinket off of him and they save it. And then the women escape and they show like this memorial wall later and they put his thing up there. And that's like it, right? And what's funny about this is watching.
Oh,
I'm like,
you want the source?
what does this have
for
to do with the game exactly? Like we know there's
You want
zombies.
the source?
Like we've played State of Decay 1 and 2, or we've at least seen it. We know there's zombies. But this
If you want the source of this beautiful bricked up lady, her name I think it's Fafa, Fafa Fitness 11. I think it is. Like she's a Brazilian bodybuilder.
cinematic intro literally tells you absolutely nothing about State of Decay 3. It doesn't show
Matt, thank you for the $2 super chat, huh? New Doom has a shield to block. Phil can't block. Exactly, honey, exactly.
any gameplay. It doesn't explain any elements of the game. It's just, oh, it's coming. No release date, no information whatsoever. I was like, this is a waste of my fucking time. They should have never put this out. It's stupid.
It's stupid because I don't have nothing to pad my content with. So, you know, this information would have definitely helped me pad out this content.
Served no purpose. Okay. Now the next one was a really weird one. They start to show like a cinematic of a fantasy game, all right? And it has some dwarves and it has some mages and stuff. And I'm like, wait, what is this? It's hard to tell what it is. But then they start to reveal, oh, there's a veil jumper. I was like, veil jumper, wait a minute. This is Dragon Age. The reason you can't figure out it's Dragon Age, they completely changed the visual style of the game.
Oof.
It doesn't look like Dragon Age anymore. They actually made it look like Fortnite or like World of Warcraft or
Fortnite.
Overwatch. They dumbed down the graphics to look more cartoony. I don't know why they did that. It also looks like they're making it more almost like Guardians of the Galaxy comedy. Like that's what it looked like. Like it looked like everything's more comedic. Like they were introducing characters.
Yeah, that's
like
Gribbis. This is why I wasn't gonna watch the. This is why I didn't fully watch his.
I don't know. Like Dragon Age used to be gritty,
for that, I could just watch
visceral, adult gore, serious.
Then you get like, what are we gonna get? We're gonna get, and I think the video's an hour and 47 minutes, so we're gonna get an hour and 47 minutes of him just being quiet and going, no, what is, no, just to get, you know, this bullshit in little chunks. So for that, I might as well just watch the recap.
Decisions, serious repercussions. Is this whole game now gonna be like a comedy? I don't know. It's kind of weird. It feels like they're taking this series in a completely different direction. Okay? And the announcement was that it's called Dragon Age 4 The Veilguard. Now, we knew that from the other day. It comes out fall. In this fall. Which we didn't know. We thought that, you know, it was still in development. It comes out in the fall. Now, there's supposed to be this coming Tuesday, the 11th of June. There's actually supposed to be an actual, like gameplay reveal. So you're going to see the gameplay for the first time on Tuesday, and I guess we'll have to figure out if it's good or not at that point. But, you know, I like Dragon Age. I've played all of them. And obviously, I was looking forward to Dragon Age 4. But I don't know. Like, now it's kind of like, that's a little weird. Why are they changing the visuals and the tone? Did they change everything? Like, I wonder how it's going to play. Will it even play like the previous games? Did they change that too? I don't know. Okay. Up next, Starfield is getting an expansion called Shattered Space by the end of this year. No release date yet. At first, it almost looks like Doom. Like, portals are open.
Oh, my God. Looks like Doom, because remember, Starfield is in space. Starfield is in space. So it looks like, you know, these portals are opening up, and it looks like Doom to him.
Opening up everywhere, and there's cross-dimensional monsters and things going on.
Cross-dimensional monsters. Again, let's not. I can't let go of the mental illness of it all. So remember, there was an entry of Doom that he liked because it was sci-fi horror and it was about a guy fighting alien demons from hell. He's talking about Starfield, a game that takes place in space. And there's an update that's reminding him of Doom, of the spirit of Doom, because since it is in space, it has these portals with these cross-dimensional monsters. But the entries of Doom that he does not like It is because it is about a guy who's fighting alien demons, dealing with alien angels. And he's a space god. And the next one, he's in space and he has medieval like he hates one thing for the exact same reason that he likes another thing.
What's weird about it is I didn't even know this, and then after the presentation ended, I was reading quick on social media, and it says, so it's all about the House of Varun. And I was like, we watched the whole trailer for this Shattered Space. They didn't even say House of Varun once. Like, you wouldn't even known this is involving House of Varun if it didn't say it on social media. Like, what the fuck? It's so weird. So it was weird to me that it looked like kind of almost like a Doom invasion storyline. And then they also said there's new content coming tonight for Starfield. Like, community creations are being added and shit like that. So I'm watching it. Now, for the record, apparently a lot has changed since Starfield came out last year in September. Apparently the game has been updated and patched, and now Starfield supposedly runs really well. It runs at full 60 frames, much better visuals, bugs fixed, and the game feels like a more finished game than it was at launch, okay? I mean, that's great and all, but maybe you should have had that at fucking launch, because that game was a mess at launch. The frame rate was terrible, the gunplay was awful, it was full of bugs like any, Bethesda game always is, and it was always also pretty boring after you play for like 15 hours.
And Tony says, reminder, this is the guy that said that even if Starfield was a buggy mess, it had more chances than Baldur's Gate 3, because Baldur's Gate 3 is PC centric. Yeah.
Hours you realize, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, this is the whole game. So I'm not convinced.
Oh, look at that. Like, ew, he did that. He was sucking something in.
At all.
That was nasty.
This is going to be a DLC that's going to save Starfield. Also, they actually didn't mention if it's free or not. Now, Starfield's on Game Pass. Does that mean that this DLC will be on Game Pass as well? They didn't mention that. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe there's information's out there. I don't know because they didn't outright say that in the show. I wish they did, but I don't know if it's going to be free or not, okay? If it's free, maybe it's worth another look, correct? Maybe update Starfield, install the DLC, give it a few hours, try, and see if it's worth playing. I don't know. Okay. Fallout 76 expansion is coming June 12th. I don't care. It's something to do with like some national park and stuff like that. I don't care about Fallout 76, but if you like it, check it out. Finally, they started showcasing some really new stuff. So there's this game that's based on, apparently there's someone who is painting a universe or a world, but then keeps destroying it and killing off things in the world, and then repaints it again. And I guess the people...
Jay Wuso 989, thank you for that super chat, hun. I got my bat ready to take some practice swings. I got my can of beans, honey. I got my can of beans ready.
People who live in this world are really upset about this, because they're like, these are our loved ones who are being, like, painted but then killed off, and this needs to be stopped. It's a beautiful game. The visuals are gorgeous. It's called Expedition 33, and apparently it's about a group of people who live in this world who are just fed up with this, whoever this painter, creator, god, or goddess is who keeps destroying things, and it's a turn-based RPG, and the visuals are absolutely gorgeous. To me, this was the first actual thing in the show that got me interested and excited.
Yes, turn-based RPG. I could fucking just sit there and fucking stall and milk this shit out. Thank you, Xbox. Thank you, Phil Spencer. Blah, 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 blah.
And it's coming out in 2025, supposedly. So something looked good. I was like, whoa. Okay. Then they showed off another game that looked completely interesting. There's a giant catfish with a woman, a black woman riding this catfish, a young black woman. Like, I don't know if she was a teenager or like early 20s or whatever. But interestingly enough, immediately it shows off.
Interesting enough, black woman riding a catfish. News at 11.
A low frame rate, but it's the artistic low frame rate that they used in the movie Spider-Man, like the Spider-Verse movies. So it was definitely a design choice, okay?
Okay, they decided to associate the low frame rate with the blacks, okay?
So the fish is talking.
So what's up,
and he's
baby?
talking in a southern, like, Louisiana accent.
Yeah.
And it looks like they may be in, like, a bayou, so maybe this game is set in Louisiana in the United States. I'm not sure. And then the woman jumps off of the catfish and starts doing platforming and flying, and I was like, this kind of looks like Infamous to me. Like, the gameplay elements totally looked like Infamous.
Jesus Christ, can you just, like, he has to always associate it with, like, something else.
So then the game started, like, combat, and she's fighting, like, these creatures and a giant monster, but all of a sudden the game transitions to full 60 frames per second. And I was like, so they went for the artistic low frame rate, but then when it went to the combat, they went to high frame rate. It was a little weird that they jumped from one to the other like that. I didn't really understand that transition. I mean, I understand you want the combat to look good, and maybe you want to be responsive in the combat. Maybe if it was low frame rate, it would be very hard to play. But it just was very jarring that it was going for one thing in the cutscenes and then immediately changed for combat.
Yeah, you know, you really got to consider, because, when you're 42, like me, you can't really, the frame rate got to stay consistent. Because if the frame rate doesn't stay consistent, your eyes start going everywhere. And, my eyesight is going, I can't wear the gunner glasses unless I get to $50. So, I wish they kept it in a consistent frame rate. So I get, it's not so jarring.
Anyway, the game is called South of Midnight. It's coming out in 2025, and it looked good. Like, so I would say Expedition 33 and South of Midnight, 2 back-to-back new games announced that actually both looked pretty interesting to me.
Yes, please, 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 please play the black platforming girl Catfish. Please, 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 please. I'd love you for it so fucking much, Phil. Please.
So, there you go. Check those out if you're interested in something new, okay?
No.
World of War.
I need him to play the black catfish game. Black woman catfish. I need it. The culture needs it. My soul needs it. Look out, there's a black woman. She takes out her bug out. Boom. Steals your black pack. As she swims off with her catfish friend.
Craft, the War Within expansion comes out August 26th. Apparently, it's a big culmination.
The fish will sell off to the slave trade.
Ginormous culmination thing. That of the plot lines of World of Warcraft. I don't know, because I haven't played World of Warcraft since, like, the mid-2000s. So I have no clue what's happened in the plot. But, yeah, the big cinematics and everything, and it's coming in August if you're interested in World of Warcraft.
Again, what the fuck?
Yes, they made an appearance. The Metal Gear Solid 3 remake,
fuck
or Metal
was
Gear
that?
Solid Delta, whatever they're calling it. Snake, if you're interested in World of Warcraft. Konami, yes, they made an appearance. The Metal Gear Solid appearance. The Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I don't know, because I haven't played World of Warcraft since, like, the mid-2000s, so I have no clue what's happened in the plot. But, yeah, the big cinematics and everything, and it's coming in August if you're interested in World of Warcraft. August if you're interested in World of Warcraft. August if you're interested in World of Warcraft.
Come on, do it.
Konami, yes, they made an appearance. The Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, or Metal Gear Solid Delta, whatever they're calling it, Snake Eater. They show it off, and it looks pretty faithful to Metal Gear Solid 3, with better graphics and probably some modernized controls. What's weird is the David Hayter voice acting. I'm listening to it, I'm like, it just doesn't sound right. And everyone's like, yeah, they're essentially using the original sound work from the original game, which is what, like 20 years old now? So, to hear that in a modern setting, in a modern game, it just sounds odd, you know? I guess because they want to... They want to pay David Hayter to do the voice work again. Obviously, Kojima's not involved anymore.
To the part that I want.
But anyway, it looks interesting.
Sounds odd.
No information whatsoever. No release date, nothing. Gee, thanks. Love that. Love that you showed it off and have absolutely nothing to tell us about it.
I mean, again, you're excited about the game, right? So shut the fuck up. Just wait for the game to come out. Like, again, you don't want to overload your plate. You don't want new release overload. You know what I'm saying? So, wait for it. Enjoy the other shit that's coming out.
Sea of Thieves is getting a new expansion. Season 13 starts July 25th. I don't care about Sea of Thieves, but maybe you do.
Then what's the point?
They showed off another game called Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn, which again stars an African-American woman. I say African-American, it's not African-American, it's black woman, because this is set in Europe, so she can't be African-American. It's set in Europe. I think it's set in...
Gotta let you know the differences of black woman. Alright? Gotta let you know there's different kinds of black woman.
France. And there's a black woman, going around with powers and shooting guns. And doing stuff like that.
Black!
Apparently comes out July 25th.
There's a female of the obsidian nature.
It was so weird because no one had ever heard of this game before. Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn. And it comes out in a month. If you're watching it, you're like...
Look at that, he's itchy!
He's itchy. The melanin crawls on his skin as he scratches away the tolerance.
What? Like, what is this? I couldn't really tell if it was good or not. Like, it's hard to tell when it's the first time you're seeing.
Like, he digging just talking about this black chick. He tweaking right now.
Any gameplay of a game?
Your man is systematically... Yo, I've heard of systematic oppression, okay? I've never heard of systematic allergies. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That type of political world we live in where we have systematic allergies.
But it's weird because it's like we just saw a game that looked similar. Like,
I want to know what race activates his sinuses. So black people make him itchy. I want to know what race activates his sinuses. Yeah, this is a good screenshot right here. If y'all want this, I'll give y'all 5 seconds to get this screenshot right here. This face cap, this face right here with the how you got like, why is one iris bigger than the other? Yo.
of Midnight kind of looked similar, except this one's in Europe and in France.
Your man's scratching the whole time.
Weapons, but it looks like almost like a very similar game.
There we go.
So
We
I was kind of
good.
scratching my head about this one.
Yeah, he was scratching your back too.
And it comes out in a month, so
Oh, so he was scratching his head about this. So he was itchy. He was itchy when he was watching.
who knows if it's any good.
Yo.
This one was interesting.
TJ Stars, what's good, baby? We're finding out that black people, black women, make Phil Burnell itchy.
Age of Mythology apparently is getting a re-release,
Please let there be another black woman.
like a modern remake called Age of Mythology Retold. Comes
Please
out
let there be a
September
black
4th,
woman.
and it's on Game Pass. So what this is, it's like a RTS game where you have a civilization you're building.
Hold on, we
kinda like
gotta-
Age of Empires, but there's gods and monsters involved as well.
Please,
I never
please.
played this, but some people in chat were actually going, "Oh wow, this is really really cool." Because they
Just
thought,
go back.
you know,
just go
if
back
this
like a
thing
few
come
minutes.
back,
I'm
I
telling
guess
you, you're
there
gonna
hasn't
start
been anything
laughing.
new with this in a very long time. Looks all right. I don't know if anyone would like to see me try that out because it's on Game Pass. But yeah, that is coming out September 4th, pretty soon. Okay.
Come on, another black woman.
Let's see here. So they
That's what we want right now. We want more black women. We want to see if they really make him itchy.
show off a game where there's a woman airdropping in from like space
What kind of woman? What kind of woman, Phil?
in like a suit. She lands in a city that's a futuristic city. The art style reminded me of like Dishonored, but it's sci-fi futuristic. She's using technology to scan things in the city and get her bearings. And then she starts using like stealth and parkour to get around the city. She's wall running, she's air jumping and stuff. Finally, she gets inside of a building and she starts fighting, taking down enemies. Then she pulls out guns, she's shooting them. And people recognized the voice actress and said, "Oh my god, this is Perfect Dark." And they were right. It actually is a new Perfect Dark game. It doesn't look to me like previous Perfect Dark games, but to see Perfect Dark come back after so long is
Thank
pretty
you, Dead
crazy that
Comics.
they're rebooting this franchise apparently.
Oh, whoa, so she's a regular chick. Okay, it's cool. Just a regular woman. All right.
And
Not a white chick. You ain't specify like, oh, we got the white chick. We got one white chick in there. It's all right.
yeah, so basically it's on Game Pass. That's great.
My thing is it's not even like, it's not, even if it's like straight racism, it does that shit doesn't bother me. It's the activation that I find hilarious. It's that the fact that he just gets, like, you can't just be outright you can't just outright come out with it. You can't smoothly, come out with it. It's just, you have to get activated. Something has to, like, trigger you, like, literally trigger you. That's crazy to me. Like, it has to, like, activate him like a switch.
But no information whatsoever about when it's coming out. Apparently it's still in earlier development. So Perfect Dark is coming back.
What's up,
Diablo
it's Tiger?
4, Vessel of Hatred. The new expansion for Diablo 4 is coming out October 8th. Literally, they show absolutely nothing of it. Instead, they decide to show like a 5-minute story cutscene that unless you've been following Diablo 4, you have no clue what the fuck is going on. So it was completely worthless to anyone unless you're a super fan of Diablo 4. Personally, I could care less. I played Diablo 4 last year. It was kind of meh. Didn't really love it or anything. So
Nobody
I'm
cares.
not going
Come
back
on.
to it. Fable. An update on Fable. Yes, they still have the same female protagonist that they showed a couple years ago when they first showcased Fable. She's still there. Yes, everyone is still complaining about her looks. And the new character is called Humphrey. Humphrey is supposedly supposed to be like some legendary hero of Albion who is now retired and has like this manor. And so the female protagonist goes to see him and I guess he like mentors her.
Female protect. Just say that the woman goes to see him. Like again, like it's like again active. Like it's something that activates in him.
They showed a little bit of gameplay. A little bit. Like it didn't look like it was real gameplay. It looked like it was more like pre-rendered cinematic made to look like gameplay.
My man, it literally said in-game footage on the fucking trailer thing.
But it's kind of like a third-person action game.
Like it literally, you know how they have fine print? You know the fine print to let you know if it's gameplay footage or not, so dumbasses like him don't get the wrong idea. It said in-game footage.
More of a modern perspective on third-person action, where you're much closer to the character than say previous Fable games. Looks like you still have melee combat, you still have some range weapons and stuff like that, but it doesn't really show much. Basically, it was more of a story than anything else. Coming out in 2025. That's all we know. Okay.
No, but this is Dalton KYO8 says Fable has always been third person, but see this one is like you're closer, so it's different. It's just different because it's closer to the character. No, closer to the female protagonist. Okay, Logan K, thank you for the $5 super chat, Hutton. What's annoying about his reaction is that he's triggered by female MCs. However, he knows that he's prepared for the backlash. Okay, he wants to stir the drama. But my thing was, when he started talking about the black woman, he literally got fucking itchy. It's like what, like black men? He bites his nails for black men. When black women, you get itchy. And I gotta start looking at previous games that he's played and look at what he does when he sees a black woman, because I have to verify this theory now.
A new 5 vs 5 hero shooter called Fragpunk is coming out. It features cards and things you redeem to get abilities during the matches. It looks pretty fucking bad. It looks like another rip-off hero shooter. No one's asking for these. I don't know why they're still making them. Plus, it looks like it's probably going to be rife with microtransactions from the way they were showing it. Not too interested in that one. I don't even know when that one comes out, because I don't even think they even said. If they did, I ignored it.
So then why bring it up? Why only talk about the ones that you care about? Like, again, you fucking wasting our time is not giving us the fucking fleshed out news that you think you're giving us, dude. You're just wasting time. I mean, not wasting my time, because I get to laugh at you, but like your audience's time. Like, it's crazy. They got to sit through this shit and then watch this shit again and comment and subscribe like nuts.
Okay. They show a mouse, a cartoon mouse. It's a female mouse, by the way, because they start talking, and at first I was like, is that a narrator just talking about this mouse? Oh, no, it's actually supposed to be the mouse talking.
Oh, no, the mouse is a chick. What the fuck? There's no such thing as female mice. What is this woke shit? Get this woke shit out of here, fucking female mouse. Bugging. Get out of here.
But it's like a anthropomorphic mouse, so it's dressed up in like clothing.
Oh, wears clothing. Mr. Jinx, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the stream, baby.
And it looks like it's walking around and trying to survive, solving puzzles and stuff.
Stop saying it's. You already specified it's a female mouse. She. Just say she. You already assumed the gender. You proclaimed the gender. Just say she. Now why you have to say it's? Don't try to sound smart now because you're talking about an animal. You went hard and let everybody know it's a female mouse. So you rep that shit. She.
I'm not really sure what the game's going to be. It's called Winter Burrow 2020.
You don't go fuck. It's about chicks.
5. It's coming out. What's really sad is at the end, so they show this mouse doing stuff. At the end, the mouse is talking to another mouse, and a giant owl comes down and grabs the mouse and flies away. I was like, yes. That is the coolest thing. You're introducing your game, right? And it's like, oh, it's a cute mouse. Oh, look, a mouse is brutally murdered at the end of this showcase. I was like, what? Messed up. Did they really have to do that?
You know what happens in nature, right, Dave? In nature, right, you have owls. And these owls, Dave, when they need to go hunt and feed, they feed and hunt on mice, Dave. So it's natural, Dave, to see a owl grab a mouse. Maybe they did it for dramatic effect and realism. Have you ever thought of that, Dave? I'm just saying.
First introducing your game. You really have to have the owl kill the mouse?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Some real shit.
Anyway.
Some real shit. We need real shit in these games, these little cutesy games. All right? Take us back to the Lion King days. All right? Cute little Simba, yeah, his dad got murked off. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. You know what I'm saying?
Burrow.
And I might play that one. I might play that one because I like woodland creature like woodland creature societies. Like I used to read these comics. It's not a comic. It's a graphic novel. It's called Mouse Guard. And it's like about these 3 mice. They're trying to like it's like some real like, I don't hate to be like Phil because it's like I don't want to be derivative, but it's like it's set in a fantasy setting, and it's just like about these like mice, like these little council of mice, and they have a different councils in different areas. Like it's a whole universe that's fleshed out. I love that shit.
2025. There's another game coming out.
I want to get the What you mean? What do you mean new Redwall games? What you mean new Redwall games? What the fuck you talking about? Capside Corner, what do you mean? Hold on. He said you would love the new Redwall games. What? Hold on. Phil could suck a dick, because I'm checking this out. Hold on. Redwall? Huh? I mean, it's a puzzle-based adventure, but still. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm with it. Give me a minute. I'm sorry. I'm just... Alright, I like this. Okay, I like this. Alright, I'm gonna put that in a pin. I'm gonna put a pin on that. Let's continue. Sorry, I derailed. I like that shit.
It features 3 females who are teens who apparently are spending some kind of a summertime together, hanging out with some guy in a car. They apparently have superpowers because the car is floating and they're flying through the fields. And it basically it's supposed to be like a time of teen discovery. Does this sound familiar yet? A game about female teen discovery and stuff like that. It's called Mixtape.
What's the problem here?
It's coming out in...
Look at the disgust. My mans. Let's just look at the disgust. The absolute disgust in this man's face.
It's so messed up.
Hold on, let's watch his face.
You do that? You're first introducing your game. You really have to have the owl kill the mouse? Like,
right.
Come on.
I don't even know I went back that far.
Winter Burrow, 2025. There's another game coming out. It features 3 females.
3 females?
Who apparently are spending some kind of a summertime together, hanging out with some guy in a car. They apparently have superpowers because the car is floating and they're flying through the fields. And it basically it's supposed to be like a time of teen discovery. Does this sound familiar yet? A game about female teen discovery and stuff like that.
Okay, so
it's called Mixtape. It's coming out in 2025.
It's just not for you. Like, it's just not for you, buddy.
25, and it features an all 1980s soundtrack. And apparently the music is a big part of it. Like they're showing some of the track lists, Iggy Pop and other stuff. Like, oh, okay. So it seems like they're going for, yes, the same kind of stuff, like A Life is Strange and a bunch of other games that have come out in the last few years. Kind of a vibe, okay? Okay.
Now it makes sense. He won't be able to play the game and enjoy it in its full potential and make money off of it because it's going to have licensed music. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, by the way, that game also was of the very artistic low frame rate as the Spider-Verse movies. Basically, everyone's biting off of Spider-Verse now because Spider-Verse...
Yes, they originated that art style, you stupid fuck.
Was very successful being artistic with a lower frame rate. So now everyone's doing this. They're all doing this lower frame rate animation style. Okay. No rap on the mixtape. Absolutely not. Three teenage 80s girls listening to rap? Absolutely not. That never happened. You can't have that in this game.
The fuck you stupid?
Someone asked in the chat. Okay.
What? Are you dumb? You know how many white girls listen to LL Cool J? Are you fucking stupid? Oh, those 3 women. They weren't out there listening to them black boys. 1980s? They wasn't listening to none of that, they weren't listening to that hippie hopper. None of that, yeah. Yeah, you think them 3 fine women out there listening to that jungle music? That ain't happening. I'll tell you what.
Continuing on.
Like laughing, like ha ha. Like rap wasn't popular back then. Okay.
Piqued my interest. Microsoft Flight Simulator is back. There's a new one, 2024, coming out November 19th on Game Pass. And I'm excited for that because a few years back, if you remember,
What's up, Frederick?
Microsoft Flight Sim hit Game Pass, and during a summer, or I think it was like 2-3 years ago, we actually flew all over the place around the world. We had these nice, chill, late-night flight simulator streams where people would actually pick landmarks or like actual like latitude, longitude places
I want him to do it so it fails, and then he gets upset.
to go on Earth, and I would actually fly there, and we would see all this scenery and architecture, and people would come on the stream and talk because they were like, oh, this is where I'm from. Let me tell you all about it. And they would describe the buildings and things.
We're going to London. We're going to Trafalgar Square. Yeah, we're going to Trafalgar Square.
It was really chill and really fun. I had
Shout out to Trafalgar.
a great time during those chill Flight Simulator streams. So I'm happy to see Flight Simulator come back now with a new one this fall, November 19th. 2 thumbs up for me on that one. Elder Scrolls. Yes, finally. We finally get an update on Elder Scrolls.
Trafalgar Square.
Online.
You don't know about
Elder
Trafalgar
Scrolls
Square? Remy?
Online is getting an expansion called
Remy, you never heard of Trafalgar Square? Hold on. You don't know about Trafalgar Square. Hold on. Let's see. I think he deleted the video. But I still have my video. Ha ha ha, bitch. You can't hide the truth from me, Phil. 'Cause I still remember things. All right, here we go. Hold on. Let's look it up. Search across here. Channel. All right, here we go. Let me just do this. Really quickly. Let me do this really quickly. Give me a minute. Let me do this really quickly. Trafalgar Square. Tu sabe Trafalgar. You know Trafalgar? If you know Trafalgar Square, you know what I'm talking about. Hold on, here we go. Alright. Ba-bang. Hold on, let me pull this up here. I don't know why it's taking so long. It's just like a short ass video. But yeah, so he wanted to go to Trafalgar Square. Alright. And I know, don't laugh at me, because that's what he said. Trafalgar. I didn't say this shit. He said that shit. He said Trafalgar Square. Alright? All I'm saying is he said Trafalgar Square. That's all I'm saying. Alright? Oh, you don't believe me, Hawksworthers. Hawksworthers does not believe me that he said Trafalgar. Let me see. Let's see, because he don't believe me. You don't want to believe me. Okay. Hold on. Let me just do something real quick. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Let me open this up. All right, here we go. Hold on. All right, monitor output. Okay, here we go. So mute this and put it right here. Yep, Trafalgar Square.
Is Bridgeport, Connecticut a good city?
Wait, where is it? Why is this thing not going? Okay. Here.
No. No, it's not. Sights to see in London, says Derek. We've got the London Eye, Buckingham Palace, Abbey Road, the Tower Bridge, Big Ben, the Shard, Trafalgar Square, Trafalgar Square, Trafalgar Square.
今いいとこだったのにドレークやお前何人殺した
死の外科医
Trafalgar
懸賞金2億米
Told you, Trafalgar Square. You guys don't believe me. You guys don't believe me when I say shit, and I tell you he be doing shit.
Gold Road on June 18th.
Y'all think I be bullshitting? Y'all out here thinking I'm bullshitting, y'all. Trafalgar.
We've had 10
Well, I'll
fucking
say
years of
Trafalgar.
Elder Scrolls Online.
It's not Trafalgar. It's not Trafalgar. I say Trafalgar. Like, you know, Trafalgar Law. Like, Trafalgar. How do I say
10
Trafalgar?
years. Do you know that? And I said during my live react, every dollar spent on Elder Scrolls Online at this point is preventing the release of Elder Scrolls 6.
Yes,
And I'm sorry, but it's sad but true. People love Elder Scrolls, and I get that. But when people jump into the microtransaction frenzy of these games,
who gives a fuck? That's what they want. That's what they want, and it's successful. They're giving the company what they want. I'm sorry that you don't have any friends, so you can't. Oh, your face looks horrible here, my man. Wow. Okay, you can't expect people to just go ahead and invest money in what you want, because you're only gonna give them what? You're only gonna give these people what? $60, $70 at most. What, deluxe edition? Like you know, like let's say at most $150 for the deluxe edition, whereas opposed to getting millions from people who are actually enjoying this product. All right, try. Johnny Pop, thank you for the £2 super chat. On sub, baby, I'm drinking my truffle guava. J20, thank you. Oh shit.
and they keep them alive, it means the next game you want isn't coming. Do you really think it's taking them over a decade to make GTA 6? No, they wanted to keep milking GTA Online because people were dumb and kept spending money.
Because they like the game, dumbass. Why would they sit there and just rush out to the next thing if this thing is making them money? Phil, people don't have this they don't have this mentality that you have, where you have to buy everything as it comes out and you have to continuously keep buying the new thing. Do you understand? Adults don't do that. You get that, right? Like, you do get that. Like, big boys and girls don't do that. You know, they find something that they enjoy that thing. So let's use something that's non-perishable, right? Because we can't use sandwiches. Sandwiches are perishable. You eat it, you shit it out. It is what it is. Let's talk about like a bike. Let's talk about like a car, a tool. Or they're not gonna keep buying the new model bike. They're not gonna keep buying the new model car, the new model tool, if the one that they have is okay. Aren't you the one that doesn't like to update? You don't like to update Windows, whatever the fuck, Windows Millennium Edition or whatever, because it works fine, right? So what's the fucking, it's the same thing here. People playing Elder Scrolls Online, they're still having a great time doing so. So why not enjoy it?
You really think it takes them 15 fucking years to make Elder Scrolls 6? No. But people keep spending money on Elder Scrolls Online.
So they keep giving it to them. You know what? Let's use the sandwich. Let's use the sandwich analogy. Let's say you got a sandwich, right? Right, Phil? Sorry, I'm cracking bottles. Cracking bottles, taking names. Gotta look for something real quick. Let's pretend, Phil. Got this sandwich. The sandwich is popping. The sandwich is amazing. The sandwich is selling like hotcakes. Right? You're getting buku bucks for this sandwich, baby. This is the sandwich of kings. All right? People are buying it. Buying it by the buttloads. And here you got this greasy, ugly, patchy-haired, uneven hairline-looking motherfucker who only buys the sandwich once a month at the end of the month so he can review it for his, audience on a stream, and tells you, hey, I want you to make a completely different kind of sandwich. A completely different kind of sandwich. Like, how can you guys make this different sandwich if you guys keep selling this same sandwich every goddamn day? The answer is simple, dumbass. The people like the sandwich. Pyroclastic says, what if the new GTA is like the new Saints Row? Then what he's going to say? He's going to completely disregard all of this shit and shit on it. There you go.
So, you're prolonging the wait. So, I'm sorry. 10 years ago when they announced Elder Scrolls Online, I was like, oh, maybe it's exciting. And then everyone was like, it's an MMO and this and that. My wife tried it once. Didn't look very good. She dropped it within like one session. She did not like it. Kind of similar to me, like Fallout 76. I know that there's an audience for it. It's just not me. Okay. And I'm tired of...
There you go. So remember this when you complain about why you're not getting any contributions, why you're not getting support, why you're getting engagement. You have an audience that you refuse to tap into. Simple. Again, another example of the failure of business.
That's a collar, Johnny. Johnny Farm, thank you for the $2 super chat. Huh? Dude, that neck phone is picking out his shirt. It's like it's a collar, honey. You know, it probably it's like just to keep the neck stiff or something like that, but it's not the neck phones, baby. It's not. Let's cut up some slack.
People complaining that we're not getting new installments of franchises, but then they go and drop a ton of money into a fucking microtransaction rife online game that prevents the new game from being made. Again, our industry is a symptom of the behaviors of the customers.
Totally agree. I totally agree. And you're the perfect example. Let me see. Actual gamer fan of I haven't played it yet. Reem Aldari. I just got 2 games that I got, but I never played was Tales of Zestiria and Tales of Berseria. So Tales of Zestiria, since it is my first time playing it, like, fully, I'm actually playing that on stream. When I'm done with Zestiria, I'm liking Zestiria so far. Afterwards, right after that, I'm gonna do Tales of Berseria. So, you know, you can actually watch me play it live, and, you know, I'll give you the raw opinion. I'll give you my raw thoughts.
If the customers had better behavior, we probably would have better games, but...
There you go. I mean, you're absolutely right, Phil, and I think you should lead by example. You should be able to lead by example. Stop buying every new game that comes out. Stop buying every new game that comes out and buying the deluxe edition. Stop sitting there trying to shill this shit to your audience simply because you want to make a few bucks. That's why Phil doesn't understand. That's one of the things about Phil that pisses me off. He doesn't understand the actual damage he causes because he's part of the problem. So for him to get his little, you know, $10 here, $20 there, he's shilling a multi-million-dollar issue to people.
You can't make people not spend, you know? It doesn't matter that it's a different studio entirely from the mainline Elder Scrolls games at all. It doesn't matter. They will keep focusing on what makes them money.
Okay.
You know right now.
Okay, it's this different studio. So that means Bethesda is not being held up in Elder Scrolls 6. So you're wrong. You're wrong.
Now they've got lines of revenue. That's where the focus is. Why do you think we have 7 million expansions for Elder Scrolls Online and we still have no information about Elder Scrolls 6? There's a reason for it. Use your fucking brain.
Okay, but let me use my brain. So if it's a completely different studio, so that means that studio isn't working on Elder Scrolls Online. So that means that game isn't holding the studio back. You see how I use my brain there, Phil? You see how you're wrong?
Okay. Continuing on. Get this. Life is Strange is back, but not how you think. It's actually the original Life is Strange continuing on. They've ditched the plot lines of Life is Strange 2 and Life is Strange True Colors. And Max Caulfield, however you say your name, is back. How? She died at the end of Life is Strange 1, remember? Does anyone remember the game? At the end of Life is Strange 1, she sacrifices herself in order to end the storm that's about to destroy the town. So how is she back in another game? Will they retcon the end of Life is Strange 1?
At this point, with Phil, they just need to go the Simpsons route with Phil. At this point, a wizard did it. Phil. That's how she survived. Okay, a wizard did it. Done. I think that's what developers and Phil Spencer, like all these Todd Howard, all these people just need to tell Phil straight up. Hey Phil, to answer your question, a wizard did it. Done. Easy.
Maybe, because she's older now. She's actually older now, and basically in the plot of this one, she's friends with a group of friends, and apparently one of her friends is murdered. Okay?
Murder!
So what she does is she rewinds time, and she creates a multiverse. Now, what's sad about this, I hate to say, is that now, multiverse is the canon of everything, right? Like, every single game, every single plot is multiverse. But if you actually go back in time to the original Life is Strange, like 10 years ago, the whole, I rewind time and I change time to make things for the better, right, was something new and different back then. So in this case, you can't actually blame them. Like, they actually had the idea early, and it's just that everything else decided to fucking copy it. So I actually can't complain about this one. All right, this was something very interesting at that point, okay? Now, in regards to the plot, I guess what she's going to do is she's going to try to rewind time and fix it so that this woman or her friend doesn't get murdered. But apparently she creates a multiverse fracture where there's 2 different versions of each person, and I guess that's the plot now. So it is Life is Strange 1 continuing on as an older Max Caulfield, and she still has her powers, and it's kind of interesting in that regard. So, for me, I'm actually interested in this. I am. I'm legit interested. I liked the original Life is Strange. I didn't like the prequel series. I didn't like the sequel. I actually did like True Colors. So for me, this is kind of interesting. But,
of course,
it says it's coming out.
True Colors was the one with that hot dude, right? Remember that guy? It was with that hot dude, right? I think his name was Ryan or whatever the fuck. True Colors, because I remember that one. I saw that one. I saw that one when he saw Ryan and he was just all, you know, giggly and shit. Ryan, yeah, he was. Hold on, let me see if I again, Phil. Phil, again, you can't escape me, Phil. All right, you can't escape Shinko. Shinko sees all. Shinko remembers all. Okay? Come on, do I still got that video up? Nah, come on. You tell me I don't got that video anymore? Boo. Hold on. Shinko has that video. I still have that video. Fuck that. Wait, hold on. All right. You're not shitting on. Fuck that. You guys are not. Hold on. Life is Strange. I know it's a short video. I should have it. Hold on. Come on. Load it for me. Come on. There we go, baby. Here we go. There we go. Hold on. I got it. Oh, shit. Shout out to backups. Hold on a minute. See this? All right. Yeah, this is it. Hold on. Where's the chat? I need my chat. Here we go.
Can you do the titty dance? Hey Diane, look at this.
You gotta distract her. Come on. You gotta do something studly, macho.
This nigga gay.
Here we go.
Diane?
Hey, Ryan. What's up?
Well, if you're free later, I was thinking we could go on a hike together. There's some beautiful trails up in the mountains.
Oh, that sounds like a nice idea. Alone in the mountains with this handsome fella? Sounds like a date. How long have you been planning this, you devil?
Oh, well, to be honest, I've been wanting to ask you ever since you showed up in Haven. Truth be told. So, what do you say?
Hey, no rush. He's not going anywhere. Mull it over. Get back to him. Anyway, gotta go.
See ya.
This is totally Dawson's Creek. If you guys ever saw Dawson's Creek, they act like the characters from that show.
Phil.
Oh, October 29th. Yeah, it's called Life is Strange.
Yeah, I thought that part was funny too, where they all just laughed at.
double exposure.
Aphex Kid, it's Life is Strange True Colors.
And it comes out October 29th. I'm actually interested in it, and I actually think I want to play it.
Yeah, I bet you do.
There you go.
You trying to get rizzed up.
For me, I think it's about time, because I think Life is Strange 2 is atrociously bad.
Jesse
I actually
Green,
liked
Raid,
True Colors,
Aura
but
Master
there's nowhere else for
DX,
True Colors to go.
Trey
It was a
Ditas,
standalone
Ramon
game.
Sanchez,
So,
Josuke
this is cool that now
Gishikata,
they're
what's
advancing
up,
the plot for
baby?
the first time in
Lil
how
Craig,
many
I
years?
see you.
Life is Strange
Vandal,
1
what's
came out
up?
a really long time ago, right? Wasn't it like 2015, 2016, something like that? So it's been a long time. Okay. Continuing on, Indiana Jones and the world's perfect circle of golden truth. I don't even remember what the name of the game.
He got so excited with a game with a white man. He had to do a double fist. He was double jerking because he was that excited.
Sorry, but they
Grandma
basically
Scream Pop, what's
showed
up, baby?
an extended look at the new indie game, and my take is it feels like an indie movie.
Yeah.
Like the voice actor is pretty close to Harrison Ford. He's not dead on, but he's pretty close.
Yeah, we got some white male action. He's hype.
Especially the mannerisms and stuff. Who is the voice actor? Is it Troy Baker? I wouldn't be surprised if it was Troy Baker. I don't know if it is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. He's really close to Harrison Ford with his mannerisms and everything. But basically what they showed was a whole bunch, like a giant
thank you for
cinematic
subscribing
movie
to the channel. Welcome to the
that
stream,
feels like
baby.
straight out of an indie movie. And then the gameplay looked decent, but the thing is, it is Troy Baker? You gotta be shitting me.
It is.
I didn't even know that.
Oh no!
Is it really Troy Baker? The gameplay is what I'm a little questioned about, because they didn't show a lot of gameplay. They're showing, oh, he's whipping things, he's punching, but most of what they showed...
He got excited because he's gonna be a white man whipping again. Yeah!
...was like cinematic.
Take him back.
And I'm wondering, is this game gonna be mostly cinematic with some gameplay in between? Or is it gonna have a lot of gameplay? It's kind of... I don't know.
You got a white man in brown people country whipping him up. He loves this shit.
No, you couldn't really tell from this what they were showing, okay? But I am interested.
No, Fort Worth Rays. He wants to know if he can go out there and he can whip some brown people. That's what I'm telling yo. Woo! Boy, I'm calling it now. He's gonna get a little too excited with that whip if he plays that game. Guarantee it. I guarantee it, man. Something gonna slip. Something, like I said before, something is going to activate. That's the problem with his racism. It's not like it's just, you want to be racist, it is what it is. Do what the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. The thing is that for him, it just activates. Something turns on. It's like the flip of a switch. So I'm telling you, he's gonna play it. I'll guarantee this much. I'm gonna manage expectations. You're going to see him actually, be happy when he starts cracking the whip. I guarantee you, he's going to love the whip. I guarantee you. Shinko's calling it. Shinko, yeah, that's right. Nightwalk at 6:30, so we calling it here. This is the stream where we calling it. He is going to get animated and happy to play this game. Even, he's going to get upset. He might get no tips, and then he'll sit there and say, oh, no, I'm loving this game. I guarantee it.
Interested in it. I am. And apparently it's Game Pass, and apparently it comes out this year,
Woo!
but it just doesn't have...
Game Pass? It's a definite. He is seated for that.
A date.
White male whipping up brown people, and he don't gotta pay for it? Woo! Wait, that sounds like a good time in Phil Burnell land.
Yeah. So we don't know exactly when it's going to come out yet, but I'm interested in it. Why? Because I love the indie movies. The old ones, excuse me. Not Crystal Skull and whatever that last one was. I didn't see it. But the indie trilogy is super good. It's not Troy Baker. I totally thought it was Troy Baker for a second there. You guys had me. You guys are pulling my leg.
No, you pulled your own on May 1st.
Anyway, now I say it is Troy Baker. Are you serious? Is it Troy Baker? It is. It's really Troy Baker. Oh my god. I said, this voice, you can tell it's not Harrison Ford, but I was like, dude, it's really close. And I started thinking in my head, this is probably Troy Baker, because he's such a good voice actor. I bet they would get him for this. And now you guys are saying it's Troy Baker.
Sucking it. He's sucking it.
Well, I'm down for that game.
He's down for it, baby.
Okay, another game that I actually am really interested in. Mecha Breaker. Wait. Mecha Break, excuse me. I spelled it, I wrote it down wrong. It's a fast-paced mecha combat game. And now I say fast-paced, I mean, this shit is lightning fast. The graphics were crazy. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, dude, this is gonna look sick at high res, high frame rate. And the mechs are going crazy. They're dodging, they're zooming in and hitting with crazy swords. They're launching in the air, giant rains of lasers coming down, but then they're cloning and doing these dodges. I was like, dude, looks so good. Seriously. So to me, this game is super cool. And this is coming out, sadly, in 2020.
Mind you, when we first started this was the exact same thing he was bitching about with the Doom games that he didn't like. That, you know, you're all over the place, you're zipping and zapping, but here you could be zipping and zapping with the mechs. It's cool.
But there's supposed to be a beta sometime in 2024.
I'm looking at a beta right now.
But it looks great. Like, that looks really, really good. Exactly. Carlton Jr. says it looked like more high-octane version of Armored Core mixed with Transformers. Yeah, it looked really good to me. Like, Armored Core was good, but this looks like super fast-moving and everything. So, that's, I would say, you know, probably out of all the games here, there's like, that's definitely one of the ones I'm interested in. Then they showed a game, I think she's a Japanese woman who apparently is fighting demons. Combat, I couldn't really tell if it was like, you know, similar to more Devil May Cry or something else.
Hold on.
But then she turns into a demon. And it's called Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. And it's coming out in 2025. And I said, Wu Chang, Wu Tang. Starring the RZA, the Shizza, the Ghostface Killer, the Old Dirty Bastard, Wu-Tang Clan. It's just, I'm sorry.
Bro, you didn't even do the dub right. You did a square. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, you Connecticut white boy. Oh my God. What the fuck was that? Ah, I went too far, man.
Bastard.
Look at that shit. He's not even doing a W. He's supposed to do it's a W. Look at his face. Look at his boomer face. Like he's trying to remember if he's doing it right. Oh, shit. Oh, bro.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Look like he didn't.
It's just, I'm sorry. Wu-Chang? You didn't think that people were going to say that?
No, only you, dumbass.
It's too close. Change the name. Anyway. Anyway.
Tomatoes in the chat. Tomatoes in the chat, guys. Just tomatoes in the chat.
Let's continue. Avowed. Here's a weird thing about Avowed, okay? It doesn't look like what they showed off previously at all. Like, they were showing gameplay, and it looks way different, and in my opinion, the visuals have been greatly improved in the animations. So they're showing Avowed, and they barely showed anything of it, too. It was only, like, maybe 30 seconds. And I had no clue it was Avowed. At all. And at the end, they're like, Avowed. I was like, what? It didn't even look the same to me. Like, holy shit. Anyway, sadly, no updates. There was, like, no information on it. Like, we don't know the exact release date of Avowed yet, do we? And they still didn't give one. We know it's coming out this year, but we just don't know when. Then there was a game. Had me scratching my head.
I know, that shit
There's
fucked
mech
me
suits
up.
walking around. There's mutants that look like they've been mutated from
That was
nuclear
horrible,
fallout.
son. Hold on. Let's look up the racial draft. You know what? Remember the racial draft from Chappelle's show? Hold on. Let me look this up. Okay, here we go. Hold on. This is how you do it. This is how you do it, Phil. This is how you do it. Okay? This is how you do it. Cause this shit blew my fucking, like, this fucked me up. This fucked me up. Hold on. Where is it at? All right. Here we go. What the fuck? Why does this look like that? Why does this look like that? Why does it look like that? It's not supposed to look like that. Hold on. All right. This is how you do it, Phil. Okay? This is how you do it. All right? Watch. Hold on, no, wait. I'm trying to show. I'm trying to get to the Spartan part. Ah, come on. Hold on. Let me let this rock.
Big for us, yo, because we always been a fan of the Kung Fu, the Chinese culture and shit. So, yo, it's like bong bong, you know?
Yeah, I want to remind everybody to diversify your bonds. RZA got an announcement to make.
Oh, yeah. Old Dirty has now changed its name from Dirt McGirt to the Old Dirty Chinese Restaurant.
Look at that shit. You see dubs. The thumbs are in the air. There are no squares. Look at that. The thumbs are up. You are bitches. Fuck is that? Fucking did a perfect fucking square.
Wu-Tang.
And then right when he was about to get it right, that's when he breaks it up. Come on.
I'm sorry. Wu-Chang? You didn't think that people were going to say that? It's too close. Change the name. Anyway. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Let's continue. Avowed. Here's a weird thing about it.
Okay, we got echo. We got echoes. Hold on. Wait, no. Take that off. We got an echo. Hold on. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Sorry.
It looked like what they showed off previously at all. Like they were showing gameplay, and it looks way different. And in my opinion, the visuals have been greatly improved in the animations. So they're showing Avowed, and they barely showed anything of it too. It was only like maybe 30 seconds, and I had no clue it was Avowed at all. And at the end, they're like Avowed. I was like, what? It didn't even look the same to me.
Bro,
like,
it didn't
holy
even
shit.
look like Avowed, bro. Holy fuck, man. Shout out to my barber, dog.
Anyway, sadly, no updates. There was, like, no information on it. Like, we don't know the exact release date of Avowed yet, do we? And they still didn't give one. We know it's coming out this year, but we just don't know when. Then there was a game. Had me scratching my head. All right? There's mech suits walking around. There's mutants that look like they've been mutated from nuclear fallout. There's all kinds of things that look kind of similar to something that you probably already know. But then it says it's in Britain because they show one of the red phone booths that are very quintessential of British culture. The name of the game is called Atomfall. And when the trailer ended, I literally said to the chat, I said, does that look familiar to anything? And everyone's like, Fallout. It looks like they made a British Fallout. It looks like exactly like Fallout. Only with maybe, I don't know, maybe a different tone because it's British. But it totally looks like British Fallout. Supposedly that's coming next year. Then they showed off Assassin's Creed Shadows. Comes out November 15th. And they showed some of the first gameplay elements. The female protagonist, whose name eludes me right now, I've totally forgotten her name, looks way more action-y than you would have thought.
So wait, what was the name of the game? What was the name of the game that he just talked about? Just now, the British Fallout one? Hold on, wait, but what's Atomfall? See, Atomfall, new survival action game. Alright. Is there a black chick in it? I just need to confirm. Is there a black chick in it? Is there a woman of African American, descent in that game? Nah, he would say so, because I was saying, he said he was scratching his head, so, it's a little sus. It's a little sus in my book, so I gotta check it. Come on, guy.
It's Assassin's Creed. She's gonna be a silent assassin doing stealth. No, she looked like she was doing like giant flip kicks and aerial things, and I was like, she looks like way more action based than I thought. Looks more like a combat ninja game than an Assassin's Creed game. Then they showed the male protagonist. We all know, everyone's been up in a buzz about this because he's a black samurai in Japan, based on a real life person who I guess did actually live in Japan back in the day historically, and his combat is essentially kind of like similar to the combat of Ghost of Tsushima, where it's like dueling hand-to-hand samurai style with the enemies.
Yes, because it's set in Japan, dummy.
So, to me, it looks like it could be good, but I'm not sure yet. I'm just not sure yet. I guess I'm scratching my head about this one because a lot of people are on the fence about it. Keep in mind, though, this game is on, what do they call it? Ubisoft Plus or whatever. So as long as you have Game Pass, you have Ubisoft Plus, so you don't have to buy... Oh, wait, no, I take that back. Ubisoft Plus is not... It's EA Access that's in Game Pass. Ubisoft Plus you have to pay for. That's right. It'll be on Ubisoft Plus, and Ubisoft Plus is like $15 a month. So if you're interested in it, but you're not sold on it, you could just pay the $15 and play it for a month and see if you want to buy it. That's probably what I'm going to do.
I don't want to do that. That's a waste of my money.
Okay. Stalker 2. Actual, like, for me, first serious gameplay I've seen of Stalker 2. Comes out September 5th, and it looked interesting to me. It looks like a pretty interesting modern hybrid game. It's like FPS combat with RPG elements. I can't really, like, put my finger on what it's going to be, but it looked pretty decent to me from what I saw. And keep in mind, this is a game studio based in the Ukraine. They've been at war for a few years now, or a couple years now, and they still continue development of this game, which is pretty crazy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's
so,
pretty crazy. And
I'll just leave interesting. September 5th. And then they announced a whole new line of Xbox consoles. There will be a new all-digital Xbox Series X. There will be a new generation of X and S, although really I don't think that there's much difference besides maybe storage space. But they're going to be white instead of black. You can get a white Xbox Series S and X.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, activated.
I think the pricing was announced online that the Xbox Series S will be $399. The X will be like $449. The all digital one, and then I think the one with the disc drive is like $5 something. I don't know. The price is a little weird, but if you want a new Xbox console that's white, is that important to you? I guess you can get one. But I don't think any of the specs are different besides the hard drive size. So I don't really see the purpose. If you already have one, there's no reason to get another one. And then the last thing they showed before they got to Call of Duty was Gears of War. Yeah. But not what you think. They did not do Gears of War, what were we looking for, 6? No. No. Or is it 7? Whatever the next one there was going to be, they're not doing that. They decided instead to say, to hell with all that, no one cares about it. We're going to do a prequel, Gears of War E-Day. The story about Emergence Day, when the Locust came out of the ground and invaded Earth, so all of Earth has all of its structures and everything intact, and they're getting destroyed in this game. So you play as young Dom, basically, which is kind of interesting. Here's the thing. I don't like prequels. I don't. But in this case, we haven't had Gears of War in a long time. We've never actually experienced E-Day ever, right? It's just in the lore. So this will be neat, maybe, to actually see the whole human civilization get destroyed. Did I say young Dom? I meant to say young Marcus. I'm sorry, I said the wrong name. It's young Marcus that was in the trailer, not young Dom.
Family.
That's right, Marcus Phoenix. Thank you for correcting me. I said the wrong name. It's young Marcus Phoenix in the trailer they show.
Young Phoenix.
So it's kind of interesting.
E-Day coming soon.
How it's gonna be, but that's what they're going
Classic.
with. Okay.
Young Dom.
And that's that. The Xbox Showcase. That's it. So, in summary, before we get to Black Ops, because there's a big thing about Black Ops that I'm going to cover. I'm not going to go too much into detail about it. It was like 25 minutes. So, what did I like and dislike? Okay, let's go right through it. I like the fact that Call of Duty will now be simultaneous across all platforms. No more someone gets advantage. I like that idea. I don't like Doom the Dark Ages. It looked terrible for me. State of Decay 3 was a joke. They showed nothing. Dragon Age 4 is a weird one because I'm interested in the game, but man, it looks like they changed a lot, so I guess we'll have to see this coming week with the gameplay reveal, what comes of that. I really don't care about the Starfield expansion unless it's free. Maybe then I'll try it. Don't care about Fallout 76. Expedition 33 looks interesting. It's intriguing to me. Okay. South of Midnight looks interesting. It's intriguing to me.
All right, come on, wrap it up,
don't care. Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake looks good. The problem is no information on it whatsoever. Kind of stupid. Don't care about Sea of Thieves. The Flintlock game was confusing. Age of Mythology Retold, maybe. Kind of interesting. Perfect Dark. Yeah, I actually am interested in that. Looks a lot like kind of like a futuristic sci-fi Dishonored, so that looks cool to me. Diablo 4 expansion, don't care. Fable I'm interested in, but no real information. Really don't care about Fragpunk. Winter Burrow, probably not. Mixtape, I really don't think so. Microsoft Flight Simulator, big thumbs up for me. Really excited for that. Don't care about Elder Scrolls Online. Life is Strange Double Exposure. Interested in that. Indie.
So Cobain asked, why does Expedition 33 look good to him? He sucks at turn-based games because he doesn't have to actually react. He can sit there and stall and wait and be handheld. That's why he likes these types of games. Like, that's why he plays these games. The games where he doesn't have to move around and do a lot of shit, and he could just sit there and wait. Perfect for him. Why? Because he could just stall out.
Game, definitely interested in that. Mecha Break looks great to me, so that was a really good positive one. Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers, don't really know or care. Avowed looks good, but no information about the actual release date. Atomfall, interesting, wondering if it's any good. Assassin's Creed Shadows, really don't know what to make of it yet. Stalker 2 could be good. And Gears of War E-Day might be interesting. So honestly, I was pretty interested in most of in half of it, I would say. Like, half of it was pretty good, and half of it was not so good. So I'm not going to be like, oh, huge thumbs down or anything. But at the same time, I really wish a lot more of these games had release dates, and a lot of these are disappointing. Now, let's just, before we talk about Black Ops, let's talk about the elephant in the room, okay? There was a big running theme over this event that a lot of the protagonists of these games are now female, and a lot of them were minority/black or Asian, and a lot of people were like, what the hell gives? It was like game after game after game. It's like they were going out of their way to make the protagonist of every single game a female, and in a lot of cases considered a minority, okay? And you might say, what is going on here? Is this the woke age of gaming? And everyone's going to have a different opinion about this. Some people are like, well, I like that because in the 90s and 2000s, it was always about some fucking stupid white guy,
no, it wasn't.
You know, who was either bald or grizzly, being some kind of fucking over-the-top, you know.
No, it wasn't. One of the most iconic video game characters in the 90s was a woman. What the fuck are you talking about? There's several women. Several iconic. My mind is being broken right now. I'm sorry. Okay? Like, what do you, like, but my thing is Silver Cyborg, even within Europe and America, he's still wrong. He's bugging. Is he, like, he's fucking stupid. Like, it's crazy. How many video game franchises have protagonists that are women and they're successful? People are hyped for them. People like that they're women. Like, this is just a fucking terrible take.
And maybe now it's time to change that, right? But here's what I'm going to say. This is what game developers need to be careful about, all right? When you go so far in another direction, you now risk changing the stereotype to a different stereotype. The whole idea of trying to diversify is just that, to diversify, but not to create a stereotype on the other side, right? So when you're watching Xbox Game Showcase 2024, and it's a woman, a black woman, an Asian woman, a woman, a black woman, an Asian woman, a woman, a black woman, an Asian woman, wait a minute, what's going on, right? I get it. Okay, maybe we want to push it to the other side of it, but not every game. Because then you're going to get overload and you're going to get backlash. So they got to be careful because it seems like this is the actual thing. Oh, now if we're going to be in the in crowd, we have to have a game where the lead's a woman. Hopefully, you know, it's even like a...
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He wrote this down. Like, he actually wrote this shit down.
A minority woman, and now we can say that we're liberal or whatever. And, you know, now we've reached our, you know, what we're trying to do with games because we're tired of the white male protagonist, okay? Listen, I don't want a white male as the protagonist of every game. I've outright said over the years, I'm the kind of guy, all right, who...
So then...
I don't care who the protagonist is. I don't care if you're male...
So why did you feel the need to point this shit out in the beginning of your recap? Why did you feel the need to point this out during your react?
Female... somewhere in between, alien, robot. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian.
That's never been a thing for me. That's, again, why would that be in your fucking head? Like, I'm playing a game. This game needs to have this race of person. This game, or, you know, oh, I don't care if it has this race of, like, bro, it doesn't matter. Just play the game. Give me the I don't care about any of that shit.
Indian, purple skin with yellow fucking polka dots. Like, I don't give a shit who you are. What I want is I want interesting plot, good graphics, great gameplay mechanics, something that hooks me and makes it riveting, that I'm enthralled in your story. I'm enthralled in your game, in your journey. That's what I care about. I could not give two shits about any of that other stuff about the character, okay? So what I'm hoping is that with this movement that we're kind of seeing now, that now they want to go the other way, we're tired of the white male protagonist, okay, but don't just do it for the sake of doing it. Give these characters good stories. Give these characters a reason to be who they are. Give them unique identities. Don't make them all samey because we wanted to push the other way. Because let's be honest, we had the era of the white male protagonist, and it got boring. We didn't care about them anymore because they were all the same. They were all cookie cutter, stupid, badass characters, smoking cigars, kicking ass, ripping guts out. You get tired of the same shit. So if you're going to go...
But it wasn't always the same shit. Like, it's... Logan K, thank you for the $2 super chat. He wants to say go woke, go broke. It's cringe. Exactly. It's like, bro, like, I understand the point. I understand the point that he's trying to parrot, but he's parroting it incorrectly. Like, bro, just sit there and be like, yo, they're going woke. That's it. Don't say all this extra shit because you're not making any sense. You're basically highlighting your own racism. Because remember, Phil, you don't go outside. You don't talk to other people. So this is all internalized. Like, you just didn't like it. You didn't like it. Okay? Because if you didn't have a problem with it, if this wasn't a factor, you wouldn't be saying all this shit right now.
The other way, fine, but give us a reason to like that. Don't just give us everything the same in every game and make these characters meaningful. Okay? I'm nervous because what happens is when you see a big movement in one direction like this, you get backlash. And I don't want games to be fucking political. I'm going to repeat that. I don't want video games to be fucking political. I'm tired of it.
Okay, you see, here's the thing. J. Russo 99, thank you for the $2 super chat. Is he auditioning for Craig and Side Scrolls? We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that next year. Next year, we're gonna get Stuttering Craig Light. The thing is, him talking about this shit is almost on par with people who are being too political. You're still assuming a political stance, and your political stance is that you don't want games to be political. Okay? So like me, I feel the same way. But you know how I combat that? I don't talk about politics. Because I understand it's fucking stupid. So I don't bring them up. I might have a blurb, a tweet here and there, but after that, I don't pay it any mind. So if you don't want games to get political, shut the fuck up and just play the fucking game. Don't point out the politics that are being highlighted in the game. Just play the game and enjoy it for what it is.
Politics surrounding us everywhere right now. The last thing we need is politics in every video game because the protagonist is this and this and this. I don't care. I just want to play a video game and enjoy it. I don't want to have these political arguments on streams and shit.
You don't have to.
Shit, all right?
You don't fucking have to.
So I really hope that this is not a push towards the ultimate.
Because the thing is, it's okay to have that sentiment. It's okay to have that sentiment. You don't want games to be political. But then when you're going up on a soapbox and you're screaming about how you don't want the games to be political, you're assuming a political stance.
Movement. All right? I really hope not. Fair enough? Okay. Now let's talk about Call of Duty.
100% political.
Black Ops 6 is set in the early 90s. You're going rogue against the government because apparently the government is actually doing some shadowy stuff. It's a combination effort between Treyarch and Raven this time around, not just one studio making it. It's a high-octane spy thriller. The events of Black Ops 2 are canon. For example, Frank Woods is now handicapped due to his attack by the antagonist during that game. You can talk, barter, and manipulate your way through missions now. Certain missions, not all of them. But that's an element that's never been in Call of Duty before. There will be large-scale campaign maps with multiple ways to complete objectives rather than just going gung-ho shooting through everything. There's a casino mission in the game that apparently is going to be completely unique and not like anything seen in Call of Duty before, supposedly. You can now do what's called omnidirectional movement. You can sprint, jump, and dodge in any direction at any time. You no longer can only run forward. There's something called intelligent movement, meaning when you tap, double tap, triple tap, you can have it do different things, and you can program this for accessibility purposes in the menus of the game. There's corner slicing. When you go around a corner now, your gun will auto-angle in a certain way. You can see dirt under the fingernails of the characters because the game is now so immersive.
I can see the dirt under your fingernails.
Finally, they listened to my demands in the last 10 years, and they finally put dirt under the fingernails of the protagonist. It's about goddamn time.
You want it to be represented.
Obviously, it's something important. You can also customize the HUD of the game. So, for example, you can have the map here, 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 or no map. You could have your bullets and everything here, here, here.
Come on,
they
man,
actually showed one person put it in the middle. I'm like, if that's really what you want, if you don't actually want to see anything you're shooting at, go ahead and put your fucking HUD in the middle, I guess. That's kind of weird, right? They are returning to the traditional prestige system. 10 levels of prestige. After that, you hit something called the master leveling system.
All right, I'm done. All right, guys, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you guys had fun. You seeing Phil being the bigot that he is. Shout out to Muscle Mommy Cat for holding it down for all the ladies. Love you guys. I'm sorry I don't have us. You know, I'll just play rewards one more time. You guys want me to play rewards? It's not finished. But let's see. Here we go. Let's see. I'll play rewards one more time before we dip, all right? So I'll catch you guys later. Love ya. Bye.
If you want them, gonna glasses, we gon' flaunt them. Rewards, don't them wanna see your best. Rewards, which one is the very best? To reach them goals. Rewards. Pay bill, me need thing for me home. Rewards. Me know I'm up it, me no do stunt. Rewards. But for me money, me do what you want. Rewards. Tip me if you want them. Gonna glasses, we gon' flaunt them. Rewards. Don't them wanna see your vest. Rewards. Which one is the very best?